what we, the people, are allowing to happen in our country, in our state. You know, this is just a small example of the bigger atrocities that happen on the norm through our justice system. So I'm going to take you back. It's 1982. I picked my 5-year-old son up from school. We walk home. I go in the house. He comes in the house. He goes out to play. A policeman runs him over and kills him. It's 1982, the height of the war on drugs. So I drink my grief, and then I start using illegal drugs, and I'm sent to prison. And I'm sent to prison over and over and over again, a total of 6 times for being in possession of a substance. I don't know grief. I don't know counseling. I just know, you know, I'm crazy hurt. And what do I do with it? While in prison, I got a little common sense. You know, I'm from South LA. I navigate my community. I navigate the prison system because eventually all my community is in prison because they locking everybody up for possession of drugs. And it's all my friends. It's all my community. It's all the mothers, all the sisters, all the aunties. And in that time, I see the atrocity in you. How do we not rise up? How do we not fight mass incarceration however we can? How is it that we can't come together, you know, the differences are more than the similarity of what we need to be doing. So, you know, I just had to come from that to say, this is what I feel in my heart and in my soul. You know, we need to be stopping this. You know, we need another movement. We need to say, no, not in my name. You can't do this. So I'm going to pass it to Sharon, because I think we need to raise them up to speak. So she got her voice here. So I'm going to pass it to her to let you tell you, you know, what happens with these hysterectomies? What's happening there? And when 17 years, you know, all the ins and outs. Yeah.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
My name is Sharon Johnson. I was released Thursday. I was serving a 70-life sentence. I did 18 years on a 70-life sentence. On the sterilization, they pretty much covered everything. And I want to flag back on where they were saying about misdiagnosed. I also was misdiagnosed. They said that I had hep C. I went to the doctor twice for it, and I was wondering why, you know, they didn't. I didn't get definite again to go. So it was like after 6 months, I called home and had a family friend who was supportive of me to call into the prison to see why, if I had hep C, why did they stop, you know, seeing me? Which he's a white man, so he called in, and about 2 weeks after that, they called me and told me that I did not have hepatitis C. Another thing that happened to me in there was that I had wrote Susan to tell her that I had got found suitable for parole on June 11th, and that so she wrote me back on September. She said on September 8th that they contact her and said that I would be coming to her place, and she told me that I needed to have a TB test, if I could get my recent TB test. We're tested every April, every year for TB. I've been locked up 18 years, so every year I've tested for TB. On the next day, I put in a copay to medical records to get my TB test that I took in April.
So she has to pay for it.
$5.
I did not receive, I left, I paroled on 9/18, which they still didn't send me the results of it. It's really hard in there as women, especially in the medical, if you have any medical issues.
Can you talk about what the treatment is like after a woman gets inducted into the sterilization program?
Yes, I know. I have at least 10 people that I know who I was sterilized in there, and what they do is that they take them and they give them the operation, and they just send them back to their units, which they have to walk from the infirmary, which is pretty far, and every day they have to go to the med line for medication. So they have to walk to the med line, stand in the med line, which is a long line. So they have to stand there. They don't give them a wheelchair or anything. Sometimes their medication is not there, for the pain or whatever. And a lot of them really didn't need hysterectomies. The majority of them didn't, and the majority of them was African American women.
What, do you mind me asking, what ages? Do you have an idea?
I know two who was 25 years old that they gave to. The other one was older.
Okay.
Yes.
So you talk about being used for capital gain. You talk about exploitation through the medical industrial complex, right? About, the not only working you, but working your body for capital gain through medical procedures. You're talking about taking away people's ability to actually have children and just tearing their bodies apart. You might go to jail for a substance abuse problem, medical issue, and end up sometimes even dead. Infection set in, but end up your whole life rearranged through justice, through what we call a justice system. So, a lot of times I can't sleep because of this stuff. But every day I work towards ending it. It is my mission, my life's mission. I don't expect everybody, I guess, to give up everything and go all in, but we have to be in some type of way. This has to stop. So, there is a proposition that comes up on the November ballot. It doesn't go as far as I would like to go. It doesn't do as much as I would like for it to do, but it's Proposition 47. It will release 9,000 people, make 9,000 people eligible to be released that have nonviolent, non-serious charges. It will allow people to expunge their records who can't expunge their records to be, to drop the heavy burden of a felony conviction. Like I walk around, I still have to check a box, I still get excluded from stuff. But this would allow me to actually expunge everything and be able to clear my criminal history. It also transfers up to $250 million a year out of the prison system into up to $250 million a year. So about $1 billion over 5 years out of the criminal justice system into rehabilitation programs, schools, and victims fund. And it's not a perfect thing, because I'm like, Missy, we need to stop, tear the walls down, and just stop putting people in places like that. You know, but it's a step towards that. You know, it's Proposition 47. It's on our November ballot. Make sure you get up and go vote. Make sure you tell your friend to go vote. They saying it's a low voter turnout.
Hi, this is Tika Lark Fleming inviting you to join me every Thursday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for MP Chronicle Presents The Black Grrrl Show. Join us as we discuss politics, pop culture, and the other side of Black LA. So don't forget to tune in to MP Chronicle Presents The Black Grrrl Show every Thursday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, exclusively on latalklive.com.